The Fantasy Skirmisher.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fantasy Skirmisher. This is Nevin, and I just received this in the mail today. Imperial Stars II Legacy, published by Pungo Games, which also published Divine Right. They are a subsidiary of Worthington Games, which makes war games. This is a game that was designed by Chris Taylor, and this was previously published by Victory Point Games, which is no longer in business. And it was the quality was kind of print and play. They did a couple deluxe versions of their better games, but this is a deluxe version of this game, including the expansions. So let's go ahead and take a look and see, got quite colorful components from what it looks like. So let's go ahead and read this. In 4096, the Northern Union fleet sped toward the edge of a newly conquered system, leaving debris from their destroyed escorts and capital ships. The Marazian Empire had only a few light carriers and cruisers to defend their territory, which proved inadequate. A northern destroyer was lost, and a heavy cruiser was damaged. Still, ultimately, the cost was minimal for securing the planetary system and its resources. A northern industrial platform began converting into a colony, with reinforcements on the way to solidify control over the territory. Does that sound like a 4X game? It sure does. All right, Imperial Stars II Legacy includes the original game and the first and second expansion sets, designed by Chris Taylor and Alan Emmerich, and he was the owner of Victory Point Games. And I've never, to be honest, I've heard of this game before, even though I've had a few games by Victory Point. All right, so players compete head-to-head in this epic 4X game as two human empires in the far future engaged in exploration, colonization, and combat to take control of limited resources to score victory points. Play on one of the 6 large hard-mounted maps included as you battle for control of space in under 2 hours. Infinitely replayable as you explore, expand, and battle for control of the stars. So one thing that appealed to me was the fact that it's a 4X game playable in 1 to 2 hours. That sounds pretty cool. So the components is 3 large double-sided mounted maps, 3 counter sheets, dice, playing cards, 2 rule books, and player aids. And as you can see here, the box doesn't fit all the way down. Perhaps it will once everything's out of the sprues and sorted, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and open this up now. And I made a little incision so I won't be fiddling with this. Here we go. And for the unveiling. Ta-da! Oh, nice. Okay. So the first thing we have here are some dice, some purple cubes, and we've got some playing cards here. Looks like event and technology, which we'll take a look in a little bit. So everything should fit flush and snugly back into the box. All right, and then we have red organizer. Well, let's go ahead and just tear this paper. So, like some player mats here. Red organizer 1, red organizer 2. Okay, it's double printed. Yellow organizer. So you got reinforcement zone alpha, reinforcement zone beta, scrapyard, rebuild escorts, recycle options, cost and scrap. I have no idea what this is, but here's the 3rd card for that. And the 4th. Interesting. And we got some player aids here. A beam combat results table, ops trackers, fighter combat results table, train effects chart. Okay. That's the same. And then we've got, okay, these are double-sided here. So this is reference sheet 1 and 2. So we've got the sequence of play. So we've got economic phase, it looks like. Count your controlled colonies, add your ops chit. Then there's an operations phase where you move ships, deploy reinforcements, repair damaged capital units, recycle, build a base. Then you've got combat, where you've got colony, abandonment, first fighter, beam attack, defender retreat, second fighter. Then housekeeping, countdown of ops chits and galactic cycle initiative. This looks pretty cool and interesting. Then there's a basic game recycle operations. Then we have planet markers and effects. And then on the back side here, reference sheet 2. Looks like an item purchased, move a ship, colonize a planet, and then what the cost and ops are, I guess operation points. Then there's recycle options, and then advanced game cost in scrap. So it sounds like this has a basic and an advanced game. There's new planet markers, electronic warfare, fortune, research and development, sabotage, stealth, sweep, and improved planet markers. Then ship type, battleship, battle cruiser, heavy battle cruiser, got the cruisers, destroyers, attack carriers. So this is kind of like a throwback to the old science fiction games, particularly in the 1970s, where space combat was modeled after World War II naval combat. So that's cool. And then we've got a couple of books. Oh, great. Comes with 2 rule books, not just 1. So that way you have 1 for each player. And it is in full color gloss. And then we've got the units here. So there's beam combat, capital ship. I guess there's a diamond, fighters, bases. And it's got nice big font and some, looks like it's got a lot of examples of play. All right, I'm gonna have to play this with my friend Mike, see if Mikey likes it. How to win. Yeah, because a lot of times we'll play a 2-player game before our main game group shows up later in the afternoon. Yeah, awesome. All right, so it looks like we have 17 pages, so 16 pages of rules. Page 17, you got some variants. And then, okay, here then we've got the expansions. So expansion 2, supplement rules. All right, very nice. All right, then we've got counter sheets. So let's take a, and as you can see, because as you can see, they fall out pretty easily. There's the back side here and the front side. So we've got mines, electronic warfare, sweep, combots, meteors. Okay, so this looks like expansion 2 counters, damage counters. So this is really, doesn't seem like it's counter heavy. And then we've got, and they're nice big rounded corners, and you can see they just fall out of the sprue there. And I thought at first this was identical, but it's not, because these are different spaceships here. So with the name, like, very cool. I like this one. Damaged, expansion 2 counters, expansion 1 counters. And we've got more. 4, 5, 6, got operations chits. We'll see what those are used for when we play it and review it. Very nice. All right, I'm going to move some stuff here, and that way I could break out the maps. However, before we do, I almost forgot about the cards. So we've got event cards, and they're of good quality. They've kind of got that, I'm losing my words here, that matte finish of the fabric, as you could hear that. So these are all event cards. A Titan arrives. Neutral seek balance. Escalation. Jump ship discovery. Countermeasures. Espionage. Anti-gravity wave. Giant black monolith. Special ops, where you can immediately choose one. Another special ops. Research breakthroughs. The X Factor. For unknown reasons. Technological station. Neutrals seek balance again. The war intensifies. And so, get the idea here, right? Radiation storm. Guess that's what the cubes are for, huh? All right, now let's take a look at the other deck of cards here. These are the technology cards. All right, so we've got base development cost, 2 ops. And then we've got pulse lasers, teleconstruction, streak missiles, data link, a mega bureau, repulsor cannons, wake distorters, drone submissions, or munitions, drone submunitions, deep space probes, orbital UCAVs, meta surveillance, wave relay satellites, advanced planet development. Looks expensive here. So your improved colonies are a little bit better. I guess and there's the chits you could choose from. So AM squared warheads, auto repair systems, Fibonacci labs, doomsday devices, black AI, repulsor plows, colony AS batteries, keel turret gun, tractor drives, jump 2 drives, Aegis defense grid. Then we've got back to the pulse lasers. All right, now let's take a look at these maps. So we'll just move this box out of the way. I think we're just going to tilt this. And this comprises all the weight of the game. So this is pretty awesome. I mean, seriously, look at that. All mounted maps. Let's see how, and they are, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think I may have to make some more room here. These are good sized maps. So there's 6 maps total, 3 maps double-sided. And let me move this box. So they just fit my 36 by 36 table here. So these are good size. As you can see, I've got large hexes. So let's go ahead and just pop out a unit here. So you can get an idea. So I'm definitely interested in learning, what all the different hexes are. There's Caledonia. Looks like a black hole. Asteroid belt or something. Very nice. Very nice. It looks like Petra. So maybe these are home bases. I'm not sure. But this is Sector 5. It says Sector 5. Wow, right there in the corner. All right, let's go ahead and turn this guy over here. And as you can see, this is the other side. This is Sector 6. I do not see scenarios, but it looks like this is really replayable with all these different maps and different units and tech. So go ahead and set that down. The next map here. And this is Sector 4. It's quite colorful. And we've got reinforcement zones, alpha, beta, scrapyard for both the red and yellow player. Wow, nice. All right, let's turn this over. Here we're looking at Sector 3. So predominantly green hues in this one. I am very curious about this game. And here is the third map. Oi. So let me turn this over this way. And so we'll look at Sector 1 here first. And you could just kind of back bend it a little bit and lays flat. Oh yeah, I like this. And then let's just go ahead and flip this over here and look at the last one, which is Sector 2. If these are black holes, as you can see, there's quite a few of them. Got 4 of them right there in the center. Got planets. All right, that's quite lovely. So here in the near future, I'll be doing a review, but I need to get back to some miniature gaming because that's kind of supposed to be the core of this channel, but I do want to cover science fiction games now and then. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll get back to you soon on the Fantasy Skirmisher. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.